from the field right across from Las Americas, Larson Athletic Complex. This is the Alante Cup 2017. Hello again, everybody. I'm Greg, GK Porter for GK Sports. We're at the game. This match today will be the Alante Tigres and the Alante San Diego FC. This is in the boys under 10 category. The center ref and the linesman, only one linesman in this shortened, antiquated field, is getting everything ready. So time to shift colors for all you sailors out there, past and present. We're underway. And the Alante Tigres, they are in the red, and in the blue is Alante San Diego FC. Ball in the defensive half of the Tigres, and now going forward, Diego Correto, and it's intercepted now. And on the near side, here's Jael Perez. Perez now in the central. He tries to go out wide. His pass is intercepted. And trying to get over there quickly was Correto, but he couldn't get to it. Correto now tries to chase it down, but retrieving it is Ricardo Corona, sending it out of play. 0-0 your score, just the starting of this match. Larson Athletic Field, number 4. And the throw-in from the far side touchline for the Tigres. And the center ref is now moving the parents watching this match a little bit more away from the line. And that is the delay going on right now. On a very nice summer day in August, Alante kept second year in a row doing it ever for GK Sports. And last year we had a very entertaining game and went all the way down in the last few minutes of the match. Will it do the same thing in this one? We're going to find out. And that ball is sent to the near side now by the Tigres. And keeping it in nicely was Herrera. And he couldn't go any further. It's taken away, but he has a teammate in the central, and that shot is errant that time. Andrew Gomez was free, but he couldn't get the right kind of strike on the soccer ball, and thus they get an errant strike that time. Towards the net. Tigres on the intercept. Alante Tigres. In the defensive half of Alante Sdfc, but now they're winning it to the wide side. It'll go out of play, but it was lastly off of Alante Sdfc, so throw in by the Tigres, and it is off the body there that time of Correto, and so the throw in out of their own defensive half for the blue and red. And it goes out of play. Both teams, blue and red. No, it doesn't. It stays in. Nicely done to the far side. Keeping that ball in, the Tigres, and now it's sent out of play by William Castro. So it'll be a throw-in for the Tigres. And it's 0-0 match, just the opening few minutes of it. And the marking is at about midfield. And all the way to the defensive third. And now they have to protect in their own defensive third, but that was a hit. It hit the hand or the arm of the striker. So, thus, and now an intercept. Here's Correto now as he gets it over to Herrera, and they shot it, and it goes wide on the shot by Correto. Diego trying to put one in the far post and not able to do so. And he and Herrera making a nice play that time, putting a lot of pressure on the back line there. And the wide side, it's going to work against Tigres. So now it's going to be a goal kick. Intercepted by the Tigres, but only momentarily, as Jael Perez on the near side, and that ball is going to be a throw-in as it was sent out of play by the Tigres, intercepted That time a quick touch by Garcia. Mauricio, he's number 10 out there, and then sent forward for Diego, but he couldn't get to it. And it goes out wide. Diego reminding me of a player on the FC Heat in a very first couple of years of GK Sports, and how he was able to impact the game, and already early on, Diego showing me that he is that kind of player, correcto. Here is Jael. Jael to the near side now to William Castro. Castro now sends a shot, and the save had to be made. Castro on the run on the near side and looking for an opening, and he found a little one, but not enough to get it past the keeper. In the central, the Tigres trying to work back upfield as they collected a wide side now. That's Cajico, and now to the near side. That's Herrera, now Diego, and he tries to go further. Herrera's shot is wide. Saul and Herrera and Diego Corretto going to be working to try to put balls into the back of the net in this match. Off of a deflection on the near side, and it goes out of play. No, it still stays in play. Nicely done by Alante San Diego FC. And now they want to get a runner, and it is knocked out of play. Knocked out of play by that runner. And it'll be Herrera is going to give it to his teammate to throw it in. Jael on the 50-50 ball. He almost won it, and it now comes at us and out of play. Be a throw in. Ricardo throwing it in. Corona getting it to Jael, back to Ricardo, and it's intercepted and out of play. So Corona throws it in, and to the central now. Working with it is Paris Vernon. And Vernon showing a little bit of speed early on in this match for Alante San Diego FC. In the Alante Cup 2017, hopefully you're enjoying all the action so far with your beverage as a snack, or one of each. You throw it from the far side touchline, Alante San Diego FC, and it goes out of play. It'll be a throw-in as Alante Sdfc, and they have it as now a foul working against the Tigres, Alante Tigres, and it's going to be in the attacking third now for Alante Sdfc. Or actually, that went out of play. It's going to be a throw-in, and that throw-in just outside the area there, and all the way back now, and the keeper coming off the line now for Alante Sdfc. That was Roberto. And now going forward, Saul Becerra. Becerra now. Becerra trying to get around one player, he does, and feeds it, but it's intercepted. Becerra again, and it goes upfield off the cleat of Gomez. So Becerra will throw it in, getting his touches here now into this match. And it was off the head, and you can't head it in this Alante Cup 2017. So it's going to be a free kick now. Free kick for Alante Sdfc. We'll see if Jael takes it. Jael Perez. No, it's going to be Saul Becerra. Becerra right off the keeper, and then a strike really quickly that time by Vernon. And Paris not able to tuck it behind the keeper that time. But a nice effort, though, by Paris Vernon. The goal kick and up forward. And it's about midway through the first half of action here. The Alante Cup 2017 in this boys under 10 championship or final match. And a save Both these teams have worked hard to get here and done a fine job in doing just that. Intercepted now, and just before Vernon could get to it, the keeper able to send that ball all the way up front, up forward. Intercepted now by Garcia. Garcia now on it. Garcia still on the soccer ball, and they take it away from him at the last moment as Garcia is going down the chute, trying to put one into the back of the net for the Tigres. But they are able to clamp in on him and get that soccer ball away from him. But now, Tigres still on the soccer ball and knocked away at the last moment for an early ball, but nobody's down there to run it down. And Vernon tried to steal it there, but he just couldn't quite do it. But they do get it back in the attacking area, and it's going to be a foul now. So the foul working against Alante Sdfc, and a free kick. Alante Tigres sending it all the way to the attacking third outside the area now, and a save is made just in front of the striker, and that's Diego Correto. And all the way back down the other way, and that was a quick drive by the keeper, and then they were able to get that one right back on the keeper of the Tigres. And here's Perez Vernon, and Vernon's shot might have been off of a player there, and it went wide, but not, because they're going to get a goal kick out of it. So he just had an errant shot that time, did Perez Vernon. And after the goal kick, my Garcia all the way up forward, looking for somebody in the area, and he couldn't get his teammate Herrera. Was Diego Correto on the feed. So it's going to be a goal kick. Alante San Diego FC off of Vernon, and that's going to work against the Tigres, as that is a foul, and a free kick now for Alante Sdfc. Castro sending that ball all the way towards the attacking third and then out past the byline. In this 0-0 match here in the first half, Alante Tigres and the Alante San Diego FC. Cross midfield quickly, and running it down is Delgado, but it's going to go out of play. But Delgado looks like he's going to throw it in. Adrian gets it just outside the Diego. Diego runs onto it now. His feed pass is intercepted, and Diego has it again now. Pops it up into some space. And that time running by it was Garcia, but they do have another player to make a strike, but it's not going to be close enough. And it goes out of play. It'll be a goal kick. So the goal kick now coming up for Alante San Diego FC. Down the central off of Vernon. But Garcia's in the air, and he gets a pass back from a teammate, but there's a foul, and now they'll get a free kick. So in the attacking third, as Garcia went down, or rather, Mauricio Garcia went down, and Mauricio's going to take the free kick. Wanted to make sure that wasn't Eric Garcia I was looking at. And Mauricio had a good shot at protecting the near post. A nice save by Roberto, ranging to his right to get to the soccer ball before it could nestle itself up in top side far post, inside the far post. The throw in, and illegal throw in now, so the Tigres are going to throw it in. And they're doing it in the attacking third now, and right outside the area now. Good quick pass over to Delgado. Delgado tries to take a shot, and let's see, it's going to turn out to be a foul against the Tigres on the play. So setting it up there is Ricardo Corona. And Corona will take it from the deep bank. Intercepted now by Garcia. He gets a return pass from Diego, and he didn't get the strike that he wanted. Corona setting it up. Substitutions are going to occur right now. 0-0 match as we are in the second half of the first half of action. There'll be no water breaks today. Sent down the central. And Jael intercepting it. Jael still on a soccer ball. Jael is knocked out. And that might have been in the area. And if it is, still going after it is Paris Vernon. And there was no call on the play. And now the player is hurt. And that was a player that was Jael going down the central. And I'm surprised that's not a penalty shot. Jael looked like he was knocked down from the backside. And he gets up slowly. Unless it was a call that was late. And it's not going to be that way. It's just going to be a drop kick. Tough break for Alante San Diego FC on that one. All the way upfield, and it goes out of play. The center ref making sure everything is correct with his linesman. And it goes all the way upfield, and that ball, basically what they wanted to do was give Alante San Diego FC the possession. And so they had to do it again. Because they did have the soccer ball lastly before the injury. After the throw-in by the Tigres, and in the central, they want to try to go further with Garcia and the work there, but Jael now. And in the central, Alante San Diego FC cannot go any further. Here's Garcia for the Tigres. And it winds up on the cleat of Herrera. He sends an early ball to Diego. Go, 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 go. Beautiful play as this quick assist up forward to Diego Correto. And Correto able to beat the defender. He was onside, and he put it in the back of the net. So it is 1-0 now. On a beautiful play by the Tigres, and they have been attacking with more possession time in this first half, if you will. And now they have got the fruits of their labor with a goal in the back of the net. Sent one up in the air, Vernon, and it goes off a player and not enough of an accurate shot to get behind the keeper. Silva. On the near side, he goes out of play. So a throw-in now with Tigres. Quick strike by Correto, and then off of his teammate there, that was Herrera. It continues to go out wide. Good play in the space there by Ricardo Corona for Alante Sdfc. They had something going right there. I mentioned those two will be working together in this match to keep that offensive attack going. Herrera, and you might as well throw in Garcia, all three of them. And it turns out to be a foul. And so now it's going to be a free kick. Alante Sdfc in the blue jerseys today. All blue. Tigres in the red and blue. And coming forward, continuing on, is Jael Perez, and it goes out of play. Knocked out by Tigres. Is going to be a corner kick. So corner kick now for the Alante Sdfc. About 5 minutes left to play in the match of the first half of it. And offside. So now it's going to be a free kick. And that free kick goes off of somebody's umbrella. So a giveaway by the Tigres. Jael Perez throws it in. 50-50 ball. It pops over towards midfield. But gaining it is Alante San Diego FC. And let's see, it might be working against the Tigres here, and it looks like it is going to. As they are now, Alante San Diego FC is going to get a free kick. So the free kick coming up now. Taking it, Paris Vernon. Vernon. Let's see which way he will go with it. It's going to be a short kick as they want possession, but not able to do anything was Castro as they dispossessed him. But here's Vernon again, and Vernon goes down, and that's going to work against the Tigres. A foul, and it'll be a free kick. So Paris Vernon starting to affect this game a little bit now for the blue with the white numbers. Alante San Diego FC. Vernon. This time a bending ball, but he bent it too much that time. So now it'll be a goal kick. In this 1-0 game, the Tigres lead here in the first half. On the goal by Diego Correto. And a quick strike by Vasquez up forward. He couldn't get his teammate that time, Delgado, to run onto it. And it goes all the way back into their own half of the field. And out of play. Throwing now. Seven-on-seven action here. And a 50-50 ball. And it goes out of play on the near side. Tigres will throw it in. Enjoying the slim 1-0 lead. Greg G.K. Porter. For GK Sports, we're at the game. Happy to be with you. Cesar Chavez Community Park down here in San Ysidro, and a foul. It's going to now work against Alante San Diego FC. And a big opportunity here for the Tigres. Alante. Garcia will take the free kick. Garcia now puts one high off the top of the bar. And they want to get another strike and won't be able to do so, as they were offsides. And it'll be now a quick free kick going upfield. Alante San Diego FC. And it goes out of play. Beautiful free kick that time. And they just missed having a 2-0 lead. Did Alante Tigres. Off the intercept. Tigres now, they have it. And right in front of Vernon, able to make the save. All the way going forward. And a save and a deflection. And now it will carry him out of play on the near side. And Alante Tigres will throw it in. Saul Herrera with the throw in now. Intercepted. Cross midfield now, trying to get a runner. Here's Vernon, and Vernon is tripped up. And this time it probably is going to be, and it will be, a free kick. And this is the dangerous type of free kick if you and a yellow card is issued if you're trying to defend. So Paris Vernon making a beautiful run down the central, and Vernon was clipped that time. And it turns out now it's going to be a very dangerous free kick for the Tigres. So let's see who's going to take it for the Alante San Diego FC. Is Vernon shaken up, but surely you'll see him back in this match, as he was flying down the central, trying to put one into the back of the net. His team down by 1 goal. Saul takes it, a bending ball, and a goal! Go, 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 goal! Saul Becerra being able to put it in the back of the net, and it's 1 apiece. And that's going to do it. That is the end of the first half, and Becerra gets one in there right before the end of the first half. The score at the end of half a play here in the final, the boys under 10, it's 1 apiece. Stick with us. We'll be right back for the second half. Second half action set to get underway here at the 2017 Alante Cup. 1-1 your score. Very entertaining first half. And now with it is the Tigres, and that is Garcia sending it forward. He was looking for Corretto. He didn't get it. And now it goes over his head, but there's Cajico. And now back to Garcia. Garcia in the central there with Vernon having a problem, and Garcia sends it forward. Now he gets it to Corretto. He goes out wide very quickly to Herrera. Herrera sends it, and off of a bounce, a save is made. So the keeper, Roberto Rabago, sending it on an early ball all the way down. Trying for Vernon to run onto it. He does. Vernon in the corner now finds a player in the space, or trying to find a player in the space. He sent the ball into the space, but no, teammate did not run onto it. So now, here are the Tigres now. They have it. Saul is there, though, in the central, playing strong. The 50-50 ball goes over to Garcia. It goes over to his teammate now. He sends it forward, but running onto it nicely there was the Alante San Diego FC. That was Aguilera who had that touch there in the central. And now it's a throw-in by Garcia. Garcia looking for Corretto. Corretto now cuts it inside and can't go any further. Nicely done, as William Castro was there in the space to send it out of play past the byline. 1-1 your score here in the second half. The Alante San Diego FC, Naranjo, and the Alante Tigres. Here's the corner kick now for the Tigres now. Trying to get it is Garcia. His teammate touches it, but it goes back upfield now. And back with it is the Alante San Diego FC now. They've got the attack going, and it's taken away. That time trying to make the big move on that wide side, and not able to do so as that ball was taken away. And all the way up forward now as they try to get a runner onto it, and not quite able to do so. So in the central, here's Vernon as they go up forward, and it goes out of play. Going to be a throw-in now, and throwing it in is Perez. Jael Perez now, and it's intercepted. Nicely done by Herrera, but it goes forward now into the central now. Here's Vernon now. Vernon running onto it. He gets it over to the near side to Saul Becerra. Becerra now trying to make a move. Becerra being marked heavily. Becerra, the ball is taken away. Nicely done by Cajico. Good marking that time by Ivan Cajico. He had his teammate there, and they were both marking Becerra. So now it'll be a throw-in. And Cajico is going to throw it in. It's intercepted nicely by Castro, and it goes out of play. Castro didn't want him to go any further. Here's Garcia to throw it on the near side touchline now, and Corretto couldn't keep it in. So they give it away, and now Saul will throw it in. Becerra into the corner looking for Castro now, and there was a strike and a nice pass and a central to the goal! Go, 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 go! Jael Perez was there, and he finished with it in the back of the net. And it is now 2-1. Nice play by Becerra, as the keeper did get a piece of it, but Jael was able to get enough of it to put it onto his right and put it in the back of the net. Nothing Eric Garcia could do with it that time. And now here's Vernon after the restart, and Castro tries to hunt it down, and it goes out of play. 2-1 now. Alante, San Diego FC. And this ball is in the central now. Off of the cleat of Becerra. Becerra sends it forward looking for Vernon, but he didn't get it. And now in the deep back for Alante, San Diego FC, and they drive it out of play. Throwing now. Andrew Gomez on the near side. Gomez looks for Corretto. He has it. Corretto gets a good strike now. Gets a diagonal pass. Nicely done. Over to Saul Herrera. Herrera sends a ball into the air, and it's intercepted by the deep back. But now they get it back and send an early ball looking for Gomez, and Gomez will not be able to retrieve it and keep it in play. So it'll be a goal kick for the blue of Alante San Diego FC in the second half of this final match, the Alante Cup 2017. Hopefully you're enjoying all the action. I'm Greg GK Porter for GK Sports. We're at the game. And sent forward. It's intercepted now to the near side and out of play. It'll be a throw-in for Alante San Diego FC in his boys under 10 match. Silver. And Saul heads that ball, and it's out of play on the near side. Throwing it in, as you see there, is Cajico. Cajico gets it over to Corretto, but it was taken away from him, but he had support, and it's sent right over to the keeper, Rabago. No problem for him. Up past midfield now, Vernon. He gets it out to the wide side to his teammate. That was that time Jael Perez, and Perez just sends it out of play. Now with it is Garcia. Garcia on the goal kick. Garcia sends that ball up to midfield. It's intercepted now. Down the central. Here's Vernon now. And he goes off to his right, and he can't get the ball to Saul as it had too much pace on it for young Becerra. And they throw it in on the near side. Throwing it in there was Cajico, and it goes out of play. Saul will throw it in into the space, looking for Castro, but it's out of play and knocked out by Cajico. You throw in on the near side. Past Castro, and it is driven out of play by the Tigres. Tigres now having to defend again. This one is sent in the area now. Can they get another strike? Vernon is trying to. It goes out wide. He will not be able to retrieve it, as getting to it first is Eric Garcia. Nicely done. Garcia saw there was a problem there, and he ranged over to his right to make the play. Goes out of play now off of that goal kick by Garcia, and the throw in now by the All Blue with red along the sides of their jerseys. And it goes out of play, and it'll be a throw in. 2-1. Alante San Diego FC holding on to the slim lead in the Central now. Here's Corretto. Corretto runs onto it. He makes a nice move. Corretto. A goal. Go, 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 go. Corretto. Diego able to beat the keeper, Rabago, and put it in the back of the net. Nice play by Diego. And now it is 2-2. So Alante Tigres finding a way to get the equalizer here in the 37th minute of the match. And they get a substitution as Omar comes in now, Omar Rodriguez. And in the deep back now with it, Alante San Diego FC finding themselves in an equal match. And on the run that time was Vernon. And a foul is going to be had, but it's just outside the area. And thankfully that time for Mauricio Garcia. Otherwise, it would have been a kick for the mark. So it's going to be now a free kick right outside. And it's just as dangerous as these young players can put it into the back of the net. Here's Castro teeing it up. So Vernon setting up the play for Castro to try and see if he can finish here and give him back the 1-goal lead. Castro, his strike is a good one and knocked away by Garcia. Nice save by Eric Garcia, ranging over to his left to protect the near post. But they'll get a corner kick out of it. Beautiful shot. And Garcia showing his soft hands to be able to get his hands onto it that time. After the throw-in now. And in the corner, let's see. And Paris Vernon is saying, wait a minute, they touched it on the handball, but that's not called. And now it goes out to the wide side. And hunting it down is Ricardo Corona. And it's taken away by the Tigres. But here's Castro in the space on the intercept. But he gives it away to Garcia. Garcia now looks for his teammate on the near side, Gomez, but he couldn't get it. But they do have support, and they send a long ball, and Corretto, way too much pace for him to run onto it. In his 2-2 match, it's been a good one, and to the wide side. And that's what you want to see in a final. A very entertaining one, and across the mouth of the area and out of play. Good action in this afternoon game. Early afternoon. The throw in now by Cajico. And it's intercepted. But getting it back that time was Gomez. Gomez sending it forward. But he sent all the way, an early ball all the way down to Corona. Corona's having problems now. Here's Corretto now. He's got his teammate in the space. And they're still trying to win it. And finally he gets helped by Vernon. Nicely done. And Vernon sends it up to Rodriguez. Rodriguez onto it. He was being hounded there, and now he's hounded by Corretto, and he gives it up. And here is Garcia now, but he gives it away to Hayel, and there's going to be a foul. The foul is going to go against Garcia. He's not happy with it, and so now it is going to be a free kick. Castro setting it up for Alante San Diego FC, trying to break the tie in his championship, or otherwise known in soccer, the final. Castro now with it on the free kick. His free kick is intercepted. Here's Vernon, and let's see. And a foul is going to work in that space, and it's going to work against the Tigres. And in the half arc, here's going to be a free kick for Alante San Diego FC. Again, another dangerous one here in the second half that the Tigres will have to defend. They get their wall set up here. And let's see what Alante San Diego FC can do with it. It's William Castro will take the strike. Castro sends a good one, and it's right on target. But Eric Garcia has it, and he will get it going upfield now. In his small, antiquated field, intercepted by Castro in the central. Castro sends it forward, but it's intercepted there in the space. And now here's Garcia intercepting it from Castro. Garcia now on the move, and they get the defender to keep Garcia from going any further now. And he does another fine job, beautiful job that time, because Garcia was going to do what his teammate had done a little while ago, Corretto, after you see the kick there by Castro. And now it's going to be a throw-in. Throwing it on the near side. Cajico throwing it in. And Cajico did not throw it in correctly. Ivan will give it away to William Castro to throw it in. Castro throws it in. And there's going to be a foul on the play. And it'll be a free kick. Free kick for the Tigres. And it is Garcia sending an early ball on down to Corretto. And he just couldn't handle it that time. Corretto couldn't get control of the soccer ball. If he does, he has a great opportunity to put it behind Rabago into the back of the net. And now the goal kick all the way to midfield, intercepted. But they get it back, and Vernon is dumped, and it'll be a free kick. So Paris sets it up again for his teammate, Castro. Castro sending it down the central. It's intercepted as the Tigres get onto it. But now, off the intercept, they get it back. Good play by Castro in the space, and he gets it out wide to Rodriguez. Rodriguez on it, a service, and a blocked away nicely by Garcia. Beautiful play by little Rodriguez, and Rodriguez get it on net that time, Omar did. And now he'll take the corner, and this one will be short of the net. A little bit too wide by Omar. But he had a good run down the left flank, and they had chances there. Here is Garcia. Mauricio to Corretto. He chips it to the left now, and he tries to get a return pass and handle it. He couldn't do it that time. Upfield now. Delgado was his teammate on that run. Here is Vernon, and he is dumped, and it's going to be a free kick. No, it is not a free kick. It's going to be a throw-in. Omar Rodriguez, as getting that soccer ball was Garcia, nicely done. But it comes in this time kind of high, and it goes into the central now, and they try to get another strike, and a couple players collide in the area, and what's the call going to be? If it's against the Tigres, obviously it's going to be a kick from the mark, and it's not. It was against that time Jael Perez, and it's going to be a free kick. Setting it up, Mauricio Garcia. Garcia sitting in it forward. It's intercepted to the central. Now, come back with it is Alante setting it up. See a shot, and this one is wide. Shot that time by Jael Perez, and not getting what he wanted out of that one. And so it's going to be a goal kick. Mauricio Garcia sets it up, gets it over to Cajico. Ivan Cajico, and Ivan drives that ball down past midfield looking for Corretto. Now he couldn't get it. And onto the near side, Vernon trying to get after it. Vernon now onto the soccer ball. Vernon sends that ball into the central, and it is driven across midfield off of a bounce, and it will go out of play. 2-2, your score in the 2017 Alante Cup and the boys under 10 silver. Jael will throw it in. And Garcia now tries to win it, and he finally does. He had a lot of pressure in front of him by Castro, sending it across midfield now, but they intercepted and sent it all the way down, and it will be past the goal line. Or there might have been a foul. Let's see now. We have a player hurt, and it was Garcia. Maybe the way he landed that time and just landed the wrong way and driving it upfield. So now, take a look at him. Hopefully he might be able to stay in the match. And it looks like he will. Young players, you know, they get the nicks and they will gut it out and stay in a match. Seen this for many years, working for a colleague, Langevin Productions, and he does the filming sometimes for us. So Mauricio Garcia is going to take the free kick. Garcia must have been fouled, obviously, back there, and with the free kick, sending it to up forward to the attacking third, but it's intercepted now. And back with it is Alante San Diego FC, and weaving his way is Jael Perez. Nice play, but Garcia gets over there to keep him from going any further. But good dipsy do that time by Jael Perez. And it'll be a throw-in. Jael is going to throw it in. See the parents watching from the near side. And it goes over. It was almost a handball. And Alante San Diego FC can't continue on. It was intercepted. But then Corretto got dispossessed that time. And here's Corretto now after it. Corretto, you can't win it. But his teammate is there at support. Corretto tries to get it again. But they play well into space. Here's Vernon now. Vernon sends it out wide. And looking for Omar Rodriguez. And Omar can't get to it. So it's going to be a throw-in for the Tigres on the far side touchline. Camille Vasquez is going to throw it in. He throws it in, and it's 2-2 final of the boys under 10 silver. And coming out, the substitution, Omar Rodriguez. And maybe Omar was an extra player in there. It had already been substituted. And that was the case. Saul came in, and Omar didn't come out. And you saw the center ref saying, wait a minute, you can't play with extra players. I'll let you slide this time. And to the far side, and they touch there, the 50-50 ball. And coming out with it is Corona. Corona sends it across midfield now. And off the touch by Vernon. Vernon to the near side is Saul Becerra. And they now have it with Esteban Aguilera. Nice play in the back, and he's been playing well in the back in this match. Both of the defenders for both teams have played well, made plays when they need to. Here's Corretto now. He sends it out wide now. An early ball, looking for his teammate, Saul Herrera. Herrera now, he cuts it back, and it was knocked out of play. Nicely done by the player in the space there. And that looked like that was Jael Perez. And here is Garcia now. Garcia still controlling now. Gets it to his teammate for a chip into the central on the diagonal pass. They can't get it. And getting back to it instead is Alante San Diego FC. They sent it across midfield out of play, but it was lastly touched out by Cajico. Throw it in by Saul Becerra, and Cajico goes down with Vernon, and let's see what the call is going to be. It is going to be a foul on Ivan Cajico and a free kick. And Saul Becerra is going to take it. Becerra with a free kick. Late in the match. Becerra now, the bending ball, it's deflected, and it goes across the area and out of play. But I believe they're going to get a corner kick because it looked like it was lastly touched out by the Tigres. And it was, and they do a short kick now for possession, but they give it away now. Here's a dangerous Corretto. He sends it across, but nobody was there. And he just said, hey, I'm going to chip it forward now. His teammate does the same thing from the deep back. Garcia, Corretto tried to chase it down, and it goes out of play. They had a little trouble in the deep back, and Corretto, if he runs onto it there, he's danger for Alante San Diego FC. Here's Garcia now after the throw-in now. The Tigres on the attack. In the corner, can't do anything with it as it's swept away. And now into the central now. They have to make another play, and they do. Out of the deep back, across midfield. But the Tigres quickly send it out of play. Up forward. And so now it will be a throw-in, though. They didn't have anybody on the other end of it. And so the throw-in from the defensive side. Alante San Diego FC. But it's met with resistance. And then now we have a foul. And it's going to work against Alante San Diego FC, and the Tigres now are going to have the free kick. Garcia setting it up. Mauricio, will he take it, or will it be Diego Corretto? It looks like it's Corretto who's going to take it. Corretto has scored the only goals in this match, both of them for the Alante Tigres. Here is Correto. The bending ball doesn't bend enough. And that ball goes past frame on the right. And it's going to be a goal kick. 2-2. The 2017 Alante Cup. Boys under 10, 2008 silver. All knotted up. Will we end up have to go to penalty kicks? We're going to find out late in the match. All the way down across midfield after the goal kick now. Jael Perez on the move. Jael Perez, he gets it diverted. This is danger. And they just miss it on the near side. They had all three of them running tandemly. And then Saul Perez not able to finish on the near post. So now it is going to be a goal kick. Goal kick by Garcia. Garcia to the central now. It's intercepted. And trying to go forward is Castro. Castro tries to spin around, a spinorama, and he couldn't control it. It goes out of play. But nice idea, though. And you know he's going to get better at that as he gets older. And it's intercepted now. Intercepted by Jael Perez. Perez on the move. Jael Perez keeps it in, or tries to keep it in, and it's out of play. It'll be a goal kick by the Tigres. But nice hustle by Jael Perez on the play. Wanting to win this match. The championship one. The final, as they call it in soccer. And now, on to it are the Tigres. And that's Delgado, Adrian Delgado. He made it, try to make another move. It was taken away by Perez Vernon. And Vernon touches it again, but Delgado gets a piece of it. And he sends it forward. It's intercepted now to the near side. It goes out of play. Trying to track it down was Vernon. And it'll be a throw-in by Ivan Cajico. Cajico on the near side. Cajico looking for a player, couldn't get to Correto as it was taken away to the central now, but they are able to win it in the deep back. That was Vasquez sending it all the way down looking for Correto, but it's intercepted now. As in the deep back, they're able to win it, but having a little bit of space there, Delgado, and it goes over for a save by Rabago. Good effort, though, by Delgado, and he almost got a kick from the mark on the play. But they were able to avert that now. Coming back the other way now. Here's Jael Perez. Jael Perez into space now. And he's cut down. And that's going to be a penalty shot. Jael Perez on the move. And to the wide side. He gets cut down. And Perez Vernon knew exactly what it should be called. And it was called that way. And now they're going to get a penalty shot. Late with just minutes left to go in the match. This can be very dangerous if you're the Tigres. Gotta hope that he doesn't hit it right. It's always the advantage of the striker in a penalty shot. And trying to guess right. He did, but Becerra, the goal! Go, 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 go! Saul Becerra. And it is now 3-2. Alante San Diego FC. And so here we go in the 54th minute of the match. Maybe a minute or two left to go in this match now. This one is sent all the way down and out of play. 3-2. Alante Tigres down in this match to Alante San Diego FC in the 2017 Alante Cup. Boys under 10, silver final now. And here's the one, an early ball, a beautiful ball now, and a goal! Jael Perez puts it in the back of the net, and it is 4-2. Jael Perez on a beautiful run, and that's going to do it. That is the championship for the Alante San Diego FC. Naranjo winning the boys under 10 2008 silver by a score of 4-2 over the Alante Tigres. A very good match. Both teams doing the job in the first half, and in the second half it was the team in blue just a little bit more. They get the penalty shot, and then the final, the last minute, being able to get the goal kick and the run down into the area and into the back of the net. Jael Perez having a great day for him, and Sael Becerra. And on the other side, Diego Correto, both the goals for the Tigres. We hope you enjoyed all the action here from Cesar Chavez Community Center area, Larson Athletic Field number 4. Greg GK Porter for GK Sports. Say, take care of yourself. God bless. Remember to save this one on anything you could save it on. And hope to see you next time. Bye now from San Ysidro.